Now, what do you guys think about this argument, or the argument contained in this example, in contrast to the one in the last? Or compare and contrast it with the example 1.1, the example about the Supreme Court's decision. And why don't you sit down before going on and write, what you think, which one you think is better, and what about the argument contained in it makes it better. Put us on pause to do that, because it's worth having that in hand when you go through this. Now that you've finished that, I'm assuming you stopped, you wrote down some comments, you came back. Let's take a look at the contrast between this example and the last example. Let me just point out a few points that Feldman makes. This argument cites the lack of fairness in application and the heavy cost of implementing the death penalty as reasons for opposing it. I don't want to come down either in favor or opposed to the death penalty and give you my final analysis of this, but let's just think about it. While a lot of people may think that there are other considerations that are more important than this, that outweigh these, we'll clearly grant at least that these considerations are really relevant to whether you're going to support or oppose the institution of the death penalty in the state of New York. And by the way, this wasn't just an academic discussion. It wasn't a letter that was made up. This was something that actually took place, and it was a law that was being considered quite a few years ago. I believe it was when Mario Cuomo, the former governor, whose son also became the governor of the state of New York, was governor. But I think we see, at least when we're looking at the two, this one, by contrast, is relevant, and this one merits closer consideration than does the last one. But let's consider a few more examples so we get an idea of what we're in for the rest of the semester.